What's up, people? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day. Hope you all had a great 4th of July weekend. Um, we're back at it. Another episode of General Hospital. So, before I get started on this, over the weekend, there was some news about William DeVry, who plays Julian Jerome. So, apparently, William DeVry shot his last scene for General Hospital June 30th. Here's the thing, General Hospital goes on a 2 week hiatus, so they don't film for 2 weeks. So everybody pretty much is kind of on vacation right now, like a little 2 week break. The problem is ABC and General Hospital are having a problem with renewing William DeVry's contract. So they're in negotiations right now. The thing that I'm hearing, and this is from an inside source, this is a legitimate source. A lot of the casting changes on this show, which started with Rebecca Budig and now William DeVry and potentially Michael Easton, a lot of the casting changes has to do with Steve Burton coming to the show. This is what an insider is saying. A lot of these changes has to do with him coming on. Some people are saying, the insider is saying it's because of the money, because they're paying him, so they got to cut some budgets, they got to cut some salaries. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know how true it is, but this is what I'm hearing. So the problem with William DeVry is they ABC offered him a contract, and they're basically telling him, allegedly, either you take this offer, this is a one-time offer, or we don't renew your contract. That's basically what they're saying to William DeVry. So there's no negotiation, basically. He wants to negotiate. They don't want to negotiate. They want to give him a one-time deal, one-time offer. If he don't take it, you're done. You're out. That's pretty much what I'm hearing. That's what's going on. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know how true that is. It might be possible. There's basically, from what I hear, ABC is banking on Steve Burton bringing in the big ratings. So whoever don't like it, whatever cast member don't like it, they're booting your ass off the show. Basically, that's pretty much what they're doing, from what I hear, allegedly. So I hope they can come to terms on a contract for William DeVry because I really don't want to see him leave the show. I think he's a good addition to the cast. Julie and Jerome. I think the Jeromes are a good addition to the cast. I think they definitely are. And they're, not afraid to stand up to the Corinthoses, and you need a family that's opposite of them. You know what I mean? Like, you need that. So I hope that he can, figure out a contract that suits his needs. Um, so anyway, James DePaiva debuted on General Hospital today as Dr. David Bench. He's Sam's doctor. So Jason got a text from Sonny asking him if he's free. Sam told Jason just to go to the meeting or whatever, go see what Sonny want or whatever. Jason didn't want to go because he felt like his wife's well-being and her health is more important to him, which I definitely agree. I understand, but Sam just kept pushing him to go. So the doctor was in the room with Sam talking to her about what's been going on with her, running tests and saying that she has an iron deficiency, she needs more sleep, she needs to up her diet, eat more, you know what I mean, get some more rest. I feel like, and then she started having a hallucination again. This time Sonny was behind the doctor talking to her or whatever, taunting her, telling her she know what she got to do and da 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 da. I feel like her problem is not really physical. I mean, it could be postpartum depression because, like the doctor said, and it really is true in real life, there's different forms of postpartum depression. She didn't start to feel this way until after she had that baby. That's when all these feelings started coming out after she had a baby. So it's looking like it could be postpartum. I feel like if it is, she needs to go see a therapist. I don't feel like anything's physically wrong with her. I think it's mental. If anything, she needs to go see a shrink. I think she needs to go see Dr. Maddox immediately. That's just how I feel. She went to see the doctor. He said she has an iron deficiency, but I feel like her issue now is mental. She needs to go see a doctor. Cause now she picking up fucking scalpels and shit, voices in her head. She needs to go see a doctor, a therapist, ASAP, right now. Um, so Sonny was talking to Jason or whatever about the business, him leaving the business. I'm cool with that. I mean, I just don't care for the storyline because I already know it's not gonna lead to him actually leaving the business. I don't think Sonny's gonna leave. He tried that 9 years ago. The shit didn't work. He's not gonna do it now. He's made way too many enemies. If he left the business now, he loses his power. So you're vulnerable. Your family is vulnerable. That makes it easier for your enemies to get you. And I mean, Carly and Jason bring up good points. Sonny thought about it too. Your enemies are gonna want you dead because they don't want you ever coming back. He might tell his enemies, "Oh, I'm out the business. I don't care no more. I'm never gonna want it back." They're gonna know he's full of shit because everybody who knows Sonny know he love power, and eventually he's gonna want back in. Come on, 9 years ago after he left the business, literally a few weeks later to a month later, he begged Jason to give him the organization back. Jason refused. So he fucked around and got into business with the fucking Russian mob. That blew up in his face. So he begged Jason to give him the business back again. Jason said no repeatedly. So now he started working with the Zakaras. And you know the history there and you know the story there. How that blew up in his face also because him dealing with the Zakaras led to Michael going to fucking prison. See what I'm saying? He craves power. He's never going to fully walk away. He might step back a little bit, but he ain't never going to fully give it up. Never. Never. And the reason he craves power so much, if you know Sonny's history, because when he was a little boy, his stepfather used to beat up his mother. He used to beat him and stuff like that. So he felt defenseless and he felt powerless. He never wanted to feel like that again, so he joined the mafia and he became a don. He became the head of the mob in Port Charles. That way he has the power and he never has to feel defenseless and powerless. So when you crave power like that, I don't believe he could give that shit up. I really don't believe it. I don't believe it. You could say it a billion times, I would never believe it. Ever. He's destined to be in the mob, whether he likes it or not. It's a forever thing. There's literally only two ways to get out the mob. Well, technically three. A, you die. B, you go to prison. C, you enter the witness protection. That's your only option. That's your only options. There is no real way out. There's no retirement package with the mob. You don't retire. You don't give them your 2 weeks notice. That's not how it works. And Jason thought that he wanted him to take over. But Sonny told him that that's not what he wants. I know some people said Steve Burton might come in as a different character. I don't think so. We all know he coming back as Jason Morgan because here's the thing. Let me tell you something. This is no disrespect to Billy Miller. I like Billy Miller. I'm a big fan of Billy Miller when he was back on All My Children as Richie Novak playing Annie Novak's brother, and then when he went over to Y&R to play Billy Abbott. I've always been a fan of Billy Miller. But here's the thing. I grew up watching General Hospital in the 90s. So Jason Morgan to me is Steve Burton. That's who Jason is. But I do respect the fact and like the fact that Billy Miller has made Jason his own. Like he's turned it into a whole nother beast. You know what I mean? So to speak. He's definitely changed the Jason character. That's kind of like Trevor St. John when he took over Todd Manning. He changed how Todd Manning was, from the way Roger Howard played Todd. I mean, Trevor St. John was still a smart ass, you know what I mean, like Roger Howard, but you could tell the differences between the two of them. So he definitely made Todd his own. But I don't see them bringing Steve Burton in as somebody else. After over 20 years on this show as Jason Morgan, you think they're going to bring him on as somebody else? That's like them bringing Sean Kanan, who played AJ Quartermain off and on for 20 years. That's like them bringing him on the show as somebody completely new. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The fans wouldn't like it. I don't believe the fans would be okay with it. I wouldn't. It would be too awkward, too dumb. How they're gonna explain everything, I don't know. How do you explain him changing his face? And the only way to do it is to say he was a twin. That's probably like your only way of doing it in a way. Kind of like the tale of two Todds. That's like your only way of doing it. I don't really see no other way. Maybe they'll surprise me and come up with a new way. I don't know. Hopefully. But anyway, they talk or whatever. Jason goes to pick up Sam. Sam shows up at the restaurant. Sonny just got off the phone with Max. I thought this whole scene was a dream. I was hoping it was a dream. This bitch took out a scalpel and stabbed Sonny. Let me tell you something. She shanked his ass like they were on a prison yard. I'm just saying, like they were on the playground yard at the prison. Shanked his ass. I said, what the fuck? I was like, please tell me that's a dream. I said, tell me that's a dream and she ain't just stabbed this man repeatedly. I was like, oh shit. I said, damn. She said, like she was in that movie, Psycho. If y'all never seen Psycho, I seen the original Psycho from the '60s, and I also seen Psycho with Anne Heche. That's probably my favorite one. Anne Heche and Vince Vaughn. That's like my favorite Psycho movie. I love the original, but that particular version of it, I liked. I really love that one. But I think yeah, Anne Heche, Vince Vaughn, William H Macy, I believe, was in it too. That was like one of my favorite. I still watch Psycho. But anyway, yeah, she stabbed his ass up. All you seen was blood pouring out. I said, Sam, what the fuck did you just do? Oh my god. I hope that's a dream sequence. I hope so. For her sake, I hope it's a dream sequence. But anyway, so Molly, TJ, Alexis, and Aunt I keep Stella. I keep forgetting her name. But anyway, Stella. I be wanting to call her something else, like Savannah or something. I keep forgetting. So Aunt Stella, they all meet up for dinner because Alexis is meeting TJ's aunt for the first time. And the dinner went really well. TJ and Molly left early or whatever, and that gave Alexis and Stella a chance to talk. And Alexis basically said how she doesn't always agree with the choices her daughter makes as far as who they date. And she sometimes, before she did get involved, especially when Sam was with Jason, you know, back like 10 years ago, Alexis did get involved and it blew up in her face. So she was like, yeah, she stays out of her kid's romantic life for the most part. She voices her opinion, but she doesn't try to interfere. But Stella was like, she doesn't interfere either. She just voices her opinion to the point where she gets you know, the outcome that she wants. That's pretty much the same for her as interfering. But anyway, Curtis and Jordan, I agreed 1000% with what Curtis was saying. Y'all are grown. You cannot live your life the way Aunt Stella wants y'all to live. She don't want you with Jordan too bad. It's your life. You're in love with her. You love her, whatever. You want to be with her. She's the only one you want to be with. Then be with her. Aunt Stella just gonna have to get used to it and get over it. So then when they bumped into them at the Metro Court, Aunt Stella raged on again, just kept on going in, and Curtis told her like my biggest mistake was doing everything you wanted me to do and not fully living my life the way I want to live it. So now she done passed out and fell on the ground. I said, oh God, what is up with everybody having all this medical problem? I, I'm kind of happy for it because at least we'll get to see the doctors in the hospital more, because you already know all these people gonna end up in the hospital. Sonny, Stella, y'all just gonna end up in that hospital. Sam, you about to be committed to Bellevue. She's about to be committed to the psychiatric ward. Um, is Listen, that hospital is about to be packed. Insurance bills are about to be high than a motherfucker. It's just a lot of people going in that hospital now, boy. I'm just saying. Everybody just passing out, getting shot, getting stabbed, pregnant, this, that, and the third. Damn, she done passed out. I wonder what's her medical problem. She got cancer or something? Like, what is her issue? Like, what the hell she pass out for? Stroke? Like, what the fuck? Like, everybody just having medical minutes around this motherfucker. Yeah, they don't call it General Hospital for nothing. They making sure that hospital gets some use this summer. Shit. Um. So anyway, Nina. What the fuck is the point of Nina and Valentine again? Because I really don't know. What is the issue? Like, what? I'm kind of losing my patience with these characters, Nina and Valentine. I really don't see the use of them. Nina is like confusing and bipolar. One minute she's signing the divorce paper saying she's done with the marriage, even though I know she's not really done with it because she obviously still in love with Valentine. She just being, lying to herself basically. Then she raging at Anna about Valentine or whatever and what the WSB plan on doing to him. Valentine basically, sitting in a cell in the Netherlands about to be taken away by a WSB agent. I'm like, what the fuck? In one minute she's screaming, talking about how she wanted to be with him, da 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 da. And now the next minute you taking off your wedding rings, trying to distance yourself. Because Anna told her, she was like, yeah, it might be best for you to distance yourself from him, seeing as how he's, got this criminal shit hanging over him. I mean, I get where Nina coming from when it comes down to Alex basically manipulated him into stealing a chimera. Even so, even if she did manipulate him into stealing it, the fact is he stole it. Nobody put a gun to his head and forced him to do it. He did it willingly, manipulated or not. You did it. So it still counts as corporate espionage. You still committed a crime. I don't feel bad for Valentine on the reason because he shot and killed Nicholas allegedly. We don't we don't have a body, so I have to say allegedly. But yeah, he still shot Nicholas and what have you. I know some people saying, why can't the writers why can't the producers get rid of some of these cast members so they could bring back Tyler Christopher, free up some money to bring him back? But here's the thing: when they were negotiating Tyler Christopher's contract, it wasn't about the money. He had no problem with the money. He agreed to the money. The problem he was having was he was moving his family just like Steve Burton. He was moving his family to Tennessee. So I don't know why people raise their kids in Tennessee. I have nothing wrong with I don't have a problem with Tennessee. I just hear a lot of soap stars move to Tennessee. Um but yeah, he wanted to move his family to Tennessee. So it was like a scheduling issue. It wasn't a money issue. It was a scheduling issue. That's their impasse. So, one day I'm pretty sure Tyler Christopher will come back. I'm sure. Shit, if Steve Burton could come back, you already know Tyler Christopher coming back at some point. Not now, but he's coming back at some point. You never know. He could be coming back a month from now, a year from now. You never know. Um, Andre and Anna, I'm feeling them. I like them together. And you could tell Anna was definitely inviting him over for a booty call. You could tell when she said, "Oh, why don't we come back to my house?" Andre, come on, bro. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. You slipping because I damn sure would have went back to her house and knocked them panties off. I'm just saying. Knocked the cobwebs out of there. I'm just saying. Andre, I don't know what's wrong with you. You should have took her up on that offer. For Nola Hughes is, for 59, 60 years old. She flexible as hell. I'm just saying. You shouldn't have passed up on that, bruh. But I believe they're going to get it on soon. You already know. I like them as a couple. Tell me what y'all think. Um, Anyway, this was a decent episode. This was a good comeback episode. If I forgot something, let me know in the comments. But anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that comment button. I will see you all later. Have a good day. Peace.